replace it. Can we all say that together, please? Replace it. Yes, Lord. Please give us gladness in proportion to our former misery. Lord, as bad as it was before, give us that much more joy and gladness. Replace the evil years with good. This is from Psalm 90, verse 15. And that's what God can do. That's what the cross and the resurrection is all about. It's about restoration. It has happened all through Scripture. Remember Joseph in the Old Testament? His brothers threw him in a pit. He was wrongfully accused. He spent, about 12 or so years in jail? But he didn't waste that wilderness time. He faced it. He embraced it. He learned of administration, so he was ready to be in charge of Egypt, second in command, when it was his time. And God replaced it. In fact, he said at the end of the book of Genesis, remember his brothers came back? And he said, hey, brothers, that's okay. As far as I'm concerned, God turned into good what you meant for evil. See, that's what God can do. He did it in a man named Job. Job's life. Remember, he had it all. He had a thriving business, great health, a great family, 10 children, and he lost everything. Lost his health, his business, and all 10 children. And God restored him. In fact, from Job's experience, we see how the Lord's plan finally ended in good. God gave him double of everything else and 10 more children. Do you have the faith to trust in a God like that? When life doesn't make sense and it slams you into the side of a mountain sometimes, but you can still say like Job, blessed be the name of the Lord. The Lord gave, the Lord took away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. In other words, I trust him. Though he slay me, yet will I trust him. Well, I love this, that God's plan can finally end in good. Don't you love a good ending or a happy ending to a good book or a good movie? I do. Well, God is a God of happy endings. The Bible ultimately, right, heaven, ultimately. But even these seasons and chapters in your life can have good endings. Can I prove it to you? Would that be okay? Look at this next picture. Almost 7 years ago in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a beautiful girl said to a knucklehead like me, I do. Her name is Inga. She's not from Sweden. She's from Indiana. So now I'm a Hoosier. And thereafter we conceived a child. We named him Ezekiel. We gave birth to a mighty man. And then God blessed us with a beautiful girl named Estella with eyes as big as blueberries. And after a very traumatic miscarriage, God blessed us again with a magnificent son named Leo. And would you believe 11 months ago he blessed us again with a beautiful girl whom we named Lola Elizabeth. 9.5 years ago, my precious wife, 2 mighty sons, 2 lovely daughters perished in that flash flood in Kansas. And I miss them terribly. And you can never replace them. But now God has blessed me somehow with a beautiful wife, 2 mighty sons, and 2 lovely daughters. How is that possible? But by the hand of God. Is it no wonder my knees hit the floor literally every single morning? Because I don't deserve them. I'm just dust. I'm nothing. But through God, look what he can do. If we trust him, if we activate and energize and awaken our faith, if we ask him, as we face it, embrace it, and ask God to somehow replace the pain, the misery with joy. I never, ever could have dreamed this would be possible. But I'm humble beyond words. And how my wife loves a guy like me with a past like mine, I don't know. But she loves him enough to send me here and to take care of our children while I'm here for one night. So I'm going to scoot back home this afternoon because I can't wait to see them and squeeze the cheese out of them. I love my family beyond words. Well, let me wrap this portion up with one last image of God's amazing attention to detail in our lives. Because God really is in the details of life. See, after my family died 9.5 years ago,